Yo, crypto in health. You want to know how crypto is working in health? We come to you every day with juicy news on wealth, wellness, and well-being. We're broadcasting to you live from 1.4 degrees south of the equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. I like to tell you we're right in the cryptographic middle of the world. You're with me, Scholastica Mugi, and I'm coming to you at 1200 hours coordinated universal time UTC here on the Ubrican channel. You're just in time, and I hope you're counting the blessings of the gift of life as well as good health, even as you stay safe, you stay home, and of course, you're washing your hands as frequent as possible with soap and water, sanitizing with an alcohol-based sanitizer, wearing your mask every time you're in public, and observing social distancing are the guidelines that we need to adhere to in order for us to keep COVID-19 pandemic at bay. Now, mad love goes to Grace, Naomi, Shiko, Irene, Susan, Barbara Abed, Evans, Betty, JJ, Jojo, David Muturu, Miss Kindness, Pochari Productions, Madam Beatrice Morango, Joyce of Seattle, Dr. Stephen Karanja, Pinch 254, Tom, Mr. Mbugwa, Kimani, Kamau, Eglantin, Lonperia, Romario, Producer Purity, Samuel Gatua, Brand Rakoi, Ian Mwangi, Jacob Yator, Arche Limo, Paul Njoroge, Jane Nelson, The Prince, Triza Justin, Mohammed Ali, Global Trader, Ruth Owino, Jen Gashugu, Irene Keaton, Engineer Masinga, The Comical Canadian, Mark Wawero, Stephen Opanga, Raja Usman, Veronica Mwangi, Justus Kimeli, Chiza Charles Care, there's Washira SM Pwani, Jane Washira, Lynn Washira, David Ogutu, Bishop Mackenzie, Isaac Ithua, Miriam Flower, Moses, Mr. Mbuthia, Pastor Zippy, Jessica, Daniel John, Alpha Nyota, Steve Nyabuta, Jason Gore, Wanjiko Kinuthia, Ibrahim Gitao, Felix, Sherry, Shali, Fred, Jojo Duke, massive love to you people for your support each and every single day. We are so appreciative. Now, our inspiration today comes from Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Amen and amen. That's the Lord speaking. So if you have any troubles, and of course, you should be reminded that you should cast all your burdens unto Jesus because He cares for you. That's for sure. Now, moving on today on our COVID-19 term, we revisit the term flattening the curve. Next on our crypto news segment, we look at a report that says Japanese blockchain sector has grown over 30% since 2019. And finally on Ubrica today, UBN is bullish and we're loving it. So let's begin with flattening the curve. Now, the COVID-19 curve refers to the trajectory of how the disease spreads. Now, on a graph, an early high curve reflects a surge in cases that can overwhelm the health sector, the healthcare system rather, in a country, leading to shortages in intensive care beds and life-saving equipment. By implementing population-wide measures such as social distancing early, the onset of cases can be delayed with more time for hospitals to prepare and fewer total cases resulting. Now, on a graph, the flatter curve rises more gradually with a lower peak of total cases. Definitely, this is what we have been calling for people to do. Social distancing is very key when it comes to flattening the curve of COVID-19 because we have seen cases keep on surging day by day. And so, in just yesterday, keeping tabs with what is happening in as far as COVID-19 status here in Kenya is concerned, we witnessed over 300 cases in just 24 hours. So you can see exactly what we mean by trying to maintain social distancing as well as, maintaining the good hygiene is concerned. And so far, the number of tested people is at 173,355, and out of that, we have 6,673 who have been confirmed as positive, and thankfully we have 2,089 who have recovered, while sadly we lost 149 to COVID-19. So you can see you can lose your life in this disease. Don't keep being reckless and being careless and pretending and acting as if there's nothing that is happening to us. We are in unprecedented times, and so it calls for much care. It calls for individual responsibility, and of course self-discipline is going to be our guide in everything that we do. So it's very important for us to know this. And of course, with COVID-19, it brings me also to another aspect that has caused us in as far as the education sector is concerned, because just yesterday we had news from the Ministry of Education by George Magoha saying that they want to postpone primary and secondary education all the way to 2021. And this brings us to what you see. First of all, the magnitude of COVID-19. You can tell that it has come and it has dealt a heavy blow on all of us, and especially to our kids. But then again, we also need to ask ourselves a question. And the question we're asking ourselves, are we doing justice to our kids postponing that education all the way? We could be doing it, but again, then it calls each one of us to rethink how we deliver education in our country. And how we deliver education, then it means that we need to take education online. And of course, we need to be embracing digital learning and digital technologies that have come in order for us to be able to get to that level of saying that we don't have to wait for physical learning. We can embrace digital learning, and learning still goes on. So this is a very critical subject that we need to be looking deeply into. And one of the leading economic and technological thinkers, George Gilder, brought to us the book Life After Google. And I want you to look at a After Google book. It's very interesting, and it gives us 7 layers that we ought to invest in order for us to be ahead of the game. So we will be talking about those layers in another day. But of course, we need to see how each one of these layers can be applied to everyone so that we can reach everyone in our nation. It's really important for us to see how digital technologies, and of course how we can embrace them and use them in order for us to facilitate learning in our schools. So this is really important. And of course, at the heart of it all is the cryptocurrency playing a very big role in as far as digital technologies is concerned, because cryptos is where the money is. So we can't forget this, guys. So this is really important, even as we continue thinking about this and reflecting how we can take our education online. We can now move on to a crypto news segment, and we're reviewing an article on Cointelegraph by Hasashi Oki. It talks about the number of cryptocurrency and blockchain related companies in Japan increased by more than 30% this year. Monex Crypto Bank told Cointelegraph Japan on June 30th that there are 430 crypto and blockchain related companies in Japan as of May 2020. Now, this represents a 30.7% jump from the 329 companies reported in July 2019. Now, the data is part of the blockchain data book 2020 that Monex Crypto Bank released on Wednesday, detailing the conditions of the Japanese blockchain industry. Monex Group runs CoinCheck, one of the biggest crypto exchanges in Japan. Of the firms, 64% are primarily focusing on crypto and blockchain related businesses, while 36% are involved non-primarily. Now, in the section labeled large corporations, Monex noted 193 crypto and blockchain related companies, 105 of which are primarily pursuing blockchain and crypto related businesses. Now, the report further found 31 public companies conducting crypto and blockchain related businesses. And guys, as you can tell, many firms definitely are moving in the space of blockchain and cryptocurrency, and this is Japan coming forth and showing us that indeed blockchain and cryptos is definitely the way to go for each one of us. And I want to believe that you have more reason to believe in blockchain technology and cryptos and what it has got to offer. Mainly for me, I see it the transparency and immutability. Blockchain's transparency and immutability nature is what makes it tick for all of us, because once first of all, when you talk about blockchain in itself, when a new block is added to the blockchain, it becomes publicly available for you and me to see. So if today, for instance, you sent me some ubricoins and then you visited etherscan.io, you will have access of that transaction that you have made to me. And once you visit etherscan.io, you will see all the details of what you have sent to me. And by the details of what you have sent to me means the time that you sent that the money, and of course it shows which address from your address to my address. It indicates the address, and of course the amount of ubricoins that you have sent me is clearly seen. So this is the amazing nature of blockchain that we keep bringing to you. So you can say that you don't need anyone to validate. I mean, you don't need anyone to show you whether the transaction has actually taken place. You will see it once you visit etherscan.io. So this makes blockchain tick for all of us, guys, and this is why we keep on saying that UBN Your Health Crypto is the to go now more than ever. And I can see UBN is doing quite well today. We're seeing an increase in the price, and just now we are right to you all the links in which you can click to visit the exchanges and to trade with the pairs, because we, as you have seen previously, we have had amazing thing going on. There's a lot of competition with the with the Phoenix box and either flyer exchanges, as well as CryptLockX exchange. So we want to see these markets going on and on and on, and of course take advantage of the trading pairs. Especially the Phoenix box has amazing trading pairs that you can get. And this is from an English trunk maker, John Vinay, who says, this quality of self-denial in pursuit of a longer term goal, and indeed the willpower to maintain the denial, is excellent training for the boardroom. I have been your girl, Scholastica Mugi, and until tomorrow, it is goodbye for now. Ciao.